You're doing more. I'm like, you're doing more than thinking positive.
Tell the story.
The art looks cool.
Well, I went to the ALS clinic on Wednesday. I walked in and they're like, "Dang, Mark, you're walking way better." And they did my breathing first, and they said, "Well, you know, you're a respiratory with neuromuscular respiratory failure, so we're gonna have to do you with a different device." I'm like, "No, you can do me with the regular one." So, and my last time my vital capacity was 41%, which it typically goes 0 to 120%. And after they measured it, she got the doctor in because he said, "You need to check that again." He didn't go up to 73 in 3 months. I did. I went 73 from 41 to 73. And then they got me on the Atlas machine and they were measuring all my joints and talking about, all my limbs, my arms and everything. And they made me grip too. The grip changed a lot.
What's the grip?
The grip was 64. It was 8 at one time.
Right, yeah, and we knew it was only 15 when we started.
Yeah. So, but then they checked my legs and they said, "Well, you're gonna have to that's gonna not do too much." So she had a range for the sensor. In other words, they said this should be in this range. It doesn't auto range on their little thing. And she put it in that range and it pegged out through the top of the range. and she said, "Well, no, you have to adjust the X and Y." That's what she was talking about. You have to adjust the Y, for the amount of force. And then after it's all said and done, the doctor comes in and he's looking at my thing. He's like, "What the hell you been doing?" I'm like, "Well, I've got a really good trainer now." He's like, "What the hell is he training?" he said, and all I told him, he said, "Mark," I told him, "You can tell me, newbie." He looked it up, and I didn't tell him anything else because I didn't know all that other frequencies. Yeah. The newbie, he said, and they were Googling it while I was sitting there. They were like, "That is really interesting. So it's not a TENS unit." Yeah. I'm like, "No, it's not a TENS unit." So, so he said, "Well, we're going to be, so now I got to go back in a month." They want to know why you come back in a month to see my progress.
You're going there with your golf clothes on off the golf course.
Yeah, he said, "Why are you using that walker?" I'm like, "Well, last time I came in here, you bitched at me because I didn't have the walker. I just want to show you." I pushed the walker aside and I walked. He said, "You don't need the walker."
Yeah, we don't need the walker. I told you I don't need the walker.
He said, "You don't need it anymore."
Yeah, good.
So I said, but when I came in, y'all were all looking at me like I was crazy, the time before, because I really wasn't using it properly. And anyway, so I pushed it aside and said, "I don't really need it. It's just got my stuff in there. I don't care." So Lisa walked out with my walker.
Yeah, good.
And so he made me walk, and he said, "Okay, yeah, your right leg is, but man, your gait has totally changed." So he's sending that to Duke, all my information to Duke University, to the doctor that says I'm ALS reversal number 41. So I was doing this. The graph was because I had a trach and my vital capacity was 8, 7. I think Lisa said it was 7. I couldn't breathe without the vent. So then I went, she had me on all kind of stuff, cleansing me out. I was doing all kind of far out shit, but it got better. Okay, not dramatically better, but they pulled the trach because I had a lot of Pseudomonas and coli. So as soon as my breathing got to around 50, they pulled the trach, and so I haven't had the trach in about a year.
Go ahead, that breathing up to 100%.
Huh?
That breathing 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll have the breathing up by.
And then you're gonna walk the golf course after that.
Yeah, well, that's my whole goal. I dream about that every night.
Yeah, no, we're gonna golf the done. How do you walk the golf course? First in the cart, then walk.
But I want my 320-yard drive.
We'll get that back.
Okay.
All we gotta do is down on the hip.
Huh?
Golf is all hip. We'll down on the hip.
Yep.
I got the Tai Chi moves for that.
Yes.
Yeah, I got the Tai Chi moves for the hip. We'll put you in. You and Harry the same thing. All Harry will do is golf. His right hand, left leg were dead. He was in a coma. Say never walked and moved. Just, "Man, I'll get you golf in less than 3 months." His wife's like, "No, you won't. We've been everywhere. We know everybody. How are you gonna do it?"
The only thing they complained about is that I'm 231.
Well, that's you.
That's me.
Beer, drinking.
No, I haven't been.
No, but I'm saying, I know you're having it now.
I told him, you know what I told him? He said, well, your muscles are bigger. Like, yeah, muscle weighs more than fat.
Muscle is much more